Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Welcome. I'm going to give this a minute for people to start logging in. How's it going? My name's Briget, and I'm glad to be here. Hope you're doing well. If you're tuning in, you can go ahead and let me know your name, where you're tuning in from, if there's anything you'd like me to talk about or cover today as we warm up our voices. You can throw that in the chat. Also, something that I love to encourage is people to drop something that they're feeling grateful for or excited about in the chat. That's always kind of fun. Or anything else you're thinking about. So, I just moved, so things are really fun this year. It's like move number 4, maybe. Hi, Jelly from Virginia and Kathleen from Eugene. I'm so glad you're here. I'm in Chicago. My first real day in my new apartment. Hey, May from Maine. Glad you're here. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it. It's exciting. And I'm going to just show you all what the most exciting part is. And you can't really, I don't know if you can tell, but there's this like vocal booth over here. So guess who's going to be recording some stuff? Me. So I'm excited, and I might end up doing the vocal warm-ups from in there so I don't disturb, because this is an apartment building, but for today I'm just going to be here. Hey, Leslie from Oaxaca and Philia from Brussels, glad you're here. And hey, Mary Jo from Montreal, so glad you're here. I do move a lot. This year is very unlike my normal life. I have been in the Bay Area for many, many years. I'm actually potentially going back in a couple months, but right now, this year has just been, there's something happening. So I'm going with it. Why not? Yeah, so let's just take a second. Hey, Katya from Germany, glad you're here. Let's just take a few nice big deep breaths. And Karen from Berkeley is here, and Nancy's also here from Danville. Glad you're here. Yeah, it's really very cool, this workspace, this vocal booth. It's going to be really, my plan is to record an album or, a bunch of backlog songs that I've had written over the last few years. And so I'm excited about that and feel really grateful that this place came into my life. So here we go. Let's breathe in and exhale. Good, and breathe in again. And exhale. Hi, Suzanne from Lansing. Nice to see you. Glad you're here. One more breath down and deep into the belly. And exhale. Oh. Good. Let's go ahead and move our head around in circles. You can go whichever direction feels good for you. You could even do some like figure eights if that feels nourishing to you. Whatever works. Oh, yeah, and connect some sounds to the to the body, and as it releases. Excuse me, making some crazy noises over here. Go ahead and like swallow a little bit and chew. And then we're gonna open up the back of the throat into a yawn. And let's bring that chewing with adding a hum to it. And as you do this, bring the vibration right to the front of the lips. Hey, Suzanne from Richmond, glad you're here. And then we're going to open up into a ma, 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 ma. Ma, 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 ma. Julia's here from London. Glad you're here. Thanks so much for joining. Mee-yah, 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 mee-yah. Mee-yah, 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 mee-yah. Now let's go mee-yo, like a nice big loud cat. Mee-yo. One more. Mee-yo. Shara from Portland, I'm glad you're here. Yawn again. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Cool, now let's stretch the tongue out. As I do this, I like to check in with my neck and see if I'm holding any tension there. Hey, Rivka from Colorado, glad you're here. And then we're going to bring our tongue up to, what's this thing? The nose, toward the nose. And then we're going to roll the tongue on the inside of the mouth. I should remember not to wear a red lipstick when I do this because it gets all over the place. Go ahead and chew again. Now let's do some horse lips. So let's do some breathing first and then we'll go into horse lips. So let's go ahead and force all the air out and then we'll relax the air nice and down low into the belly. And I come back to this a lot because it's really important to continually remind your body how to breathe. I think I know for myself, I get really like up in this area. So I have to remember to keep bringing the breath low and deep into the belly. So we're going to force all the air out, kind of like you're blowing out a birthday candles or something on a cake. And then you relax the air in and then blow it out. Relax it in. When you blow it out this time, really think about your belly button coming closer to like your back. So you're really using your belly button to blow the air out. Relax it in. Awesome. Now just breathe regularly. Good. Roll your shoulders back a little bit. And then we're going to take a nice horse lips just without any sound. Good. So I'm wondering if you felt the support low into your belly. So what I'd like you to feel is that you relax that air in, and then you really use that the belly button toward the back kind of sensation to really connect the breath with the horse lips. So breathe in again, and then awesome. Now let's go with another breath, a relaxed breath in. We're going to do some sound there. So breathe in. Good. Again, breathe in. Awesome. Now let's go from the bottom up. Breathe in. And again, breathe in. Good. Now we're going to open up into an oh, and then work that into a yawn. Whew. Man, these yawns are like epically serious today. I'm a little bit tired. What can I say? Even though it's like 11:30 here, I think I'm still on California time. Great. So now let's take that horse lips and we're gonna go, and we'll just go up the scale. Since some of you have been with me for a while, I want you to think, I want to kind of bring in a little bit more of an advanced thought here, which is to be sort of playing with the idea of lifting the soft palate while you're doing the horse lips to get a lot of nice space in there. We're going to start here. We're going to go. Now let's open up to a nice glissando. Oh, awesome. And hi, welcome Judy from snowy Vermont. My spouse is in Vermont right now. They're actually on their way to Montpelier. They've been in South Burlington and they're also everything's just, never mind, I'm not going to get into it. Let's see. I was thinking about something while I was doing that and thinking, oh, we need to do that. And my brain went boop. So let's just not do that. Let's play with doing a little bit of staccato horse lips again, because I've worked on this a little bit over the last few weeks, and I think it's really useful for, again, connecting the breath, really strengthening the breath, and getting more and more control. Oh, no, I know what I wanted to do before we go on to that. I want to do some rolled R's today. So if you are unable to roll your R, you can just kind of play with ra, da, 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 moving your tongue up and down to start to get some movement in there. Ra, da, 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 da. Ra, da, 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 da. If you are able to do your R's, just go. And one thing I want you to play with is actually bringing your tongue from the front of your mouth to the back of your mouth. Awesome. Cool. Now play with that a little bit more just to see how it goes. It's like we're giving the roof of our mouth a little bit of a massage. I'm kind of getting into some, if this is not feeling super jazzy or easy for you, don't worry. It does get easier, and you can just be working on the ra, 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 ra. Hey, Felicity from Brooklyn. I'm so glad you're here. I wonder how the weather is in Brooklyn. It's probably pretty cold. I walked outside today in my hoodie because I was like, oh, I was just in California. And I was like, oh, wait a second. Chicago's really cold. So learning. Now what I want you to do is to do a horse lips and a rolled R at the same time. Don't think about it too hard. Just kind of relax into it. Relax the air down into the belly, and then we'll try this. Good. Try that again. Yeah, it's just something fun to play with, and like the more you can experiment and try to find that stuff in your body, the more relaxed you're getting, which is really good for vocal production. Awesome. So, oh yeah, let's do a little bit of that. We're almost done with the horse lips world, so if this is like not your favorite part of the warm-ups, we're almost done with it, so fear not. But I want to do just so we're gonna just like that. Now let's open up to an beautiful. Hum and chew a little bit. Good. Now let's open up into a okay. Let's stay on E. Let's go to ah. let's take a glissando. I just want to say that as I was doing that, I had a strange experience where I kind of like couldn't get my voice to go all the way up to the note that I knew it needed to hit. And what I recognized after I heard that happen was that I wasn't connecting with my breath. I wasn't relaxing the inside of my mouth and lifting my soft palate. So, as we're doing these warm-ups, there's always like little nuances of technique that you can be checking in with. And they're applicable to any time you're singing anything, really. So if you're struggling with finding a note somewhere or finding support, like those are, there's a number of little things that you can check in with, like where's my resonance happening? Am I like pushing it up in the like back pinchy place, or am I kind of bringing it forward? Is the soft palate lifted? Is my breath is usually the culprit, to really make sure that the breath is strong. So Ophelia here is saying, as a native tongue roller, I have an amazingly hard time rolling all the way up to the back of my throat. Should the R's end up as a French R there? That's a really good question. I mean, the R's that I've been working on here, the rolly R's are really about the tongue. It's like a tongue flip and not the or I don't even really know French R. I know if I were to do it, I'm going to like stop embarrassing myself. But what I was working on is the that kind of thing. Couldn't get resonance on the E. Are you, the like EE vowel, like E, that one. That's, or was it the A vowel? Because the A vowel is more open, so it's harder to kind of focus the sound. And that's why it's good to work on different vowels, because sometimes you'll find one is more challenging than the other. And it just goes to show that there's room for like more focused work to find the resonance that you're looking for. So I think what's great about our bodies and about our voices is that they basically, if you listen to how they're sounding and like how the resonance is playing out, you can start to identify the areas where you need a little more attention or work or technique. So yeah, that's awesome. Let's see what else we've got. E. Yes. So the E vowel, E is an interesting one. Cause from the perspective that I've learned singing, which, I've specialized and studied Eastern European folk singing, E actually tends to be a really, really hard vowel, to like sound good. But I've been doing some research on other vocal techniques and, pop vocals, and a lot of like pop vocals, they actually warm up on an E, which I think is super interesting because it's such a kind of pinchy vowel. But if you can get your E to be really resonant, the other ones might come more easily. So what I would say, Diane, and to everybody is, you can like starting E and really just play with finding the resonance. E. So like here, I'm playing with like bringing it pretty forward. You can kind of play with where it resonates. And as you're doing it, I like to kind of think about finding, like, especially in the parts where it feels a little hard to keep the vowel controlled, to like almost feel like it's flattening out. I'm getting this sensation, and I'm just saying what I'm actually experiencing as I try to find the vowel is like I'm imagining a little bit of a spread. So there's like this focus to the vowel, but then there's like a little tiny bit of a spread to kind of make the resonance actually sit properly or be resonant. So I hope that's helpful. All the stuff is we're just playing and we're, experimenting and really trying to, we have to find it within our own voices because that's what we've got, right? So what works for me might not work for you, but then hearing what works for me might help you find what works for you. So, okay, rad. Let's go ahead and do this one real quick, and then we'll go on and do a little bit of Bulgarian warm-ups because those are so much fun. So we're just gonna go mee-yah, sorry. mee-yah, mee-yeh, mee-yo, mee-yu. So this is a really good one because we're going between the e-yah, e-yeh, e-ho. So we're going from that like kind of pinchy vowel to the more open one. So we're kind of playing with how can we have good resonance going back and forth between the vowels. mee-yah, mee-yeh, mee-yo, mee-yu. 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 I want to say something about E again too, which is sometimes I notice that actually playing with the lips, what you were saying, Diane, here, seeing the shape of my mouth helps. Sometimes I play with the shape of my lips as I'm playing with the vowels. And I want to also say hi to Clea from Barcelona. Nice to see you. I'm so glad you're here. And yes, happy Bama Barta Day, which is a beautiful springtime Bulgarian ritual holiday. And I don't have a Baba Marta, but this is red and white, so maybe that counts. I don't know. But a Martinitsa, I mean to say, which is a little red and white, beautiful little bracelet that are like, it's actually just a couple strings tied together, but they're quite lovely. And then you wear them until, I think until you see the first flower of spring or until it falls off, and then you tie it to a tree. It's very cool. Hi, Emily from Oxford. So glad you're here. Okay, so back to the lip shape. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. So sometimes I actually kind of play with puckering a little bit. mee-yah, mee-yeh, mee-yo, mee-yu. Try. mee-yah, mee-yeh, mee-yo, mee-yu. mee-yah, mee-yeh, mee-yo, mee-yu. So if you're going to pucker, then also play with the smile, right? So the pucker is a little more, it's a little darker of a vowel. So this is good for if you're singing in different styles and you're trying to find a darker tone, or if you're, wanting to sing, just wanting to play around with how you sing something, you can play with the shape of your lips. mee-yah, mee-yeh, mee-yo, mee-yu. mee-yah, mee-yeh, mee-yo, mee-yu. Last one. mee-yah, mee-yeh, mee-yo, mee-yu. Yeah, awesome. That's so great. Cool. Let's do a glissando. And let's sing Rano Ranila, which is one of my favorite little warm-ups. So we'll go like this. If you don't know this yet, that's okay. You can just follow along and you'll get it. If you know it, again, work on breath control, smoothing out the sound, really trying to think of making a nice column of sound. Try not to, try to just have like a smooth, what am I trying to say here? Like a non, my words for this are not happening, but just sort of a nice, smooth, solid sound, like a column of sound. Rano rani la momadena maridenitsa. Rano rani la momadena maridenitsa. Rano rani la momadena maridenitsa. Yeah, Diana is saying flowing. That's a really good word for it. What I'm thinking about is, rather than like rano rani la mo, like it's like there's a smoothness to it. Rano rani la momadena maridenitsa. Janet Katulis from Kitka would say, avoid the wah-wah sound. So you want to not be like pulsing the sound, but really just having one solid breath. And one thing you can do to test if your breath is solid and is not spurting out is put your hand in front of your face, and then you can feel when air is spurting out. And it shouldn't be. You shouldn't be able to feel your air because you're controlling it really nicely. Rano rani la momadena maridenitsa. 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 Let's go one more. Rano rani la momadena maridenitsa. Awesome. You guys are rad. Go ahead and take a glissando. Oh, beautiful. I want to say to May, yes. May is saying that movement is helping her smooth it out. And I think that's a really beautiful observation and key thing. If you're struggling with a song or like if it's just really hard, or, I've done this actually in a lot of my private lessons, I'll have people like walk around the room or like move their arms around or like shake while they're singing. And it's really, really helpful because what it does is it takes your mind off of what you're trying to do, and it just allows you to do it because your mind goes to like, oh, now I'm moving my legs, or no, I'm moving my da-da-da. And meanwhile, your singing becomes freer because your mind isn't caught up in it. Your mind isn't telling you it's not like super focused on how your production is or how to reach those notes or whatever. So what I love about singing and what I think is so valuable about singing, I mean, among 100 things that I think are so valuable about it, is it gives us a chance to play. It gives us a chance to get to know ourselves. It gives us a chance to like tune in, be alive, be in the moment, really listen, and then also not listen. It gives us a chance to like to escape the thought process that can hold us back so much. And that's why I love to sing. That's why I continue to sing. And that's why I keep showing up here every Monday and Thursday at 9:30 a.m. Oh, did you see what I did there? Again, my name is Briget. This has been so much fun. Thank you so much for being here and being so supportive of the work I'm doing and the work you're doing on your voices. It's really special that you all show up and and keep this rolling. I want to say that I have a PayPal link and a Venmo link here if you would like to shoot me a tip. I appreciate anything you're able to give. No worries if you're not able to give. I want to make this as accessible as possible for everybody. And then the other thing I want to say is that I have a website, unleashyourvoice.me, where you can join the email list and get a free PDF warm-up guide and a corresponding video that I made a few weeks ago on one of these live streams. And yeah, if you sign up for the email list, that is awesome. And I look forward to seeing you all on, what day is it? It's Monday, on Thursday. And hope you have a really great week. And that's all I got. See you later. Ciao.